Hi, this is Bruce Buffer, and you're listening to the Brats and Beard Podcast.
And we're back. Welcome to the Brats and Beers Podcast. What is going on, everybody? Drew, Anthony, all good in the hood?
I'm ready. I'm in a feisty
Ready?
mood, so I'm apologizing now.
Hell yeah, I like it. Drew, you got a 30-gallon fish tank in the background. How's that doing?
It's considered a lake in Iowa. Just one of them. It's doing good, man. I got another golden lake right here, too.
Big Golden?
Yep.
I like it.
I'm training for a half marathon right now, so I'm drinking the McGolden.
I'm training for a half marathon. All right. Well, I want to jump into this shit. We're kind of talking a little bit before we started recording, but I think today's going to get a little feisty, like Anthony said. We're going to talk some unpopular opinions maybe around the world of sports and just try to see if we can get canceled, you know, try our hardest. We've tried before and it hasn't happened. So, let's talk some NCAA tournament. First thing I want to talk about is the men and the women, right? So I keep seeing this narrative and I don't know, we got to get to the bottom of this, but the women's tournament is being pushed so hard right now on like social media and through the media outlets. And there's like this narrative of the women's is more popular than the men's this year because they have a couple big names. How many women's games have you guys watched? Any? Drew? You're an Iowa
Your
fan.
opinion is going to get wrecked right now, dude. I've watched more women's basketball this year.
No.
Yeah. It's
Because
blows
of
my
Caitlin
mind,
Clark,
dude.
though?
Dude, it's been fun. It's been so fun. Oh my gosh. No.
Oh, no.
But I was just thinking this the other night. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm sitting here, you know, my 12th game of the year that I've watched. It's pretty crazy, right?
You just love layups and mid-range jump shots.
I will refrain from what I'm going to say, but I haven't seen the narrative about the men's versus the women's thing because I watch the men's just as much. So
Yeah. I mean, I know like a lot about the women's side and I still don't watch their games. Like, not that I'm like, don't want to. I'm like, I literally like, sometimes I just forget that they're even on or like, I don't know. I'm not going to go out of my way to turn one on. I'm sorry. If I stumble upon it, sure. I wouldn't mind watching like Caitlin Clark. Like, she's fun to watch, but I honestly haven't. But there's this huge narrative and like ESPN and SportsCenter, on like, especially Instagram, they're pushing it crazy hard that, the women's tournament is more exciting because they have these couple big names. And I don't know. The men's tournament's been pretty freaking fun to watch. There's been a ton of really good games. There's a ton of really good players in it. So that's why I'm like, maybe they're just not as controversial compared to some of the women's ones. I don't know. There's not enough beef maybe. But
So you're telling me you didn't tune in for Oklahoma versus Florida Gulf Coast or whatever this FGCU opening round game?
Missed it. Was
No?
it good? Was it a nail biter?
No, Eastern Washington versus Ole Miss.
Was it a beef buster?
Oh, let me tell you something. No, you know what? The only names I've heard in the women's thing is Caitlin Clark, the Reese woman from LSU,
Yeah.
and Juju from USC.
Yeah.
Other than that,
That's it.
zero.
That's it.
Zero.
What about the bowl? This is where I'm gonna get canceled. What about Shaquille O'Neal? Did you see her the other night? She dropped 40 points.
No idea who that is.
Immediately got a NIL deal with McDonald's. And they got bounced the next round because she went 2 for 18 or 19 or some shit. But they said she had a hell of a run in the tournament, but she shot 2 for 20 or whatever.
I'm the cancel police. Wheel.
That too
I
much.
watched more of the men's NIT.
Take it back.
Take it back.
I watched more of the NIT than I have women's March Madness.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, so I'm sorry, there's this bigger girl on Iowa State.
Audi
you
Crooks
mean
is her
bigger
name.
girl,
Audi
you
Crooks
mean
is her name.
Sure. Say
like
her
she's
name.
tall, or is she just like
No, she's not tall. She's a little meatball.
so she can play like D-line at Georgia?
Yeah, she for sure. Center. Yeah, she's just very big. And then, she scored 40 in one of their first games and everyone was going crazy. And then, the next game and the Instagram comments were wild. And that's where I got the Shaquille O'Neal from. But there was a lot of crazy and wild comments. And then, the next game they lost and she had a horrible game, but she was like praised, like she just went the fuck off. And I was like, dude, she had like 4 points and she shot it like 20 times or some shit. But yeah.
Dude, no
anyways.
disrespect. No disrespect. She played awesome. I always got her back. But her story about how they found her is kind of cool. Did you read that?
Wait, Drew, you said you got her back, but I have a question for you. If you were to try and give her a hug, would you be able to touch fingertips?
Not a fucking chance.
Yeah, but I got really short arms. Yeah, her story is pretty cool.
There's a lot of jokes that
They found her at an Olive Garden.
No.
She was in one of the spaghetti.
They found her on a tour of Italy?
Oh, fuck. I have so many comments I want to say right now, but I've already said enough.
Do not say them. That poor girl deserves none of this. She played her heart out. Okay, time out real quick though. So you haven't watched an Iowa game then yet?
I've seen bits and pieces. I'm not sitting down for a fucking Iowa game and watching an Iowa women's game. Hell no.
Well, the problem is you're watching the last 2 minutes when all the scrubs are in because they're up by 40, and that is some hilarious basketball.
No, I've seen some of the other shit, and it's all hilarious basketball to me.
I would disagree.
I can't say that. It's not. No.
It's not just Caitlin, man. Gabby Marshall is so fun to watch, and then Kate Martin. These girls, it's been fun, man. It's so fun.
Well, yeah. Have you watched any other game besides Iowa? No. See, it's different when you're like a Hawkeye fan and then you have like a generational talent on the women's side on a team. Then yeah, I get it why you're going to like watch. Like honestly, if the Badgers were like, had like the next women's LeBron, like sure, I might fucking tune in. But me and Anthony, like we have no ties to any of it. I mean, Anthony's even like has Juju Watkins in his backyard and he's like,
that's because
hell
you tried
no.
to rob me last night.
I don't know what any of that means.
What do you mean? She goes to USC. So you don't even know who Juju Watkins is.
Yeah,
He's
no.
a big women's basketball fan.
I know Haley Van Lith and Paige Buchers.
Haley Van Lith, I'm trying to get her on this podcast. I'm trying to get some of these girls on the podcast, but I just DM'd Haley Van Lith. She's a little badass. I think she'd fucking kick all of our asses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like Cameron Brink, there are names that like I know of.
Oh yeah, Cam Brink.
People. But I'm not going to watch their games. I'm sorry. I'm not. But yeah, this whole narrative, and the one thing that I kind of wanted to get to is like, why is this narrative being pushed so hard right now? Like, I think it's pretty known that like, if you look at viewership, I guarantee you the men's tournament is dominating the women's. I would almost bet on that.
Well, did you see, the Iowa game had like 4.2 million viewers, which I think is about 4.1 more than any WNBA game this last season.
Yeah. The sad thing is that when she goes to the WNBA, maybe the first season the viewership will be up, but I bet after that it's not going to matter. But where the fuck was I going with that?
No one's watching.
Do you think it's they're trying to push it because they're like, oh shit, we have some names right now and we need to like do this for like the WNBA and to make this like, let's see if we can actually make the WNBA profitable since it's never been profitable for the NBA. Is this like their big push? They're like, we have to do it now. Otherwise like this will never be profitable. Like, is that what this is all about? That's what it feels like to me. It's like we need to desperately do something and like have it everywhere in the media. Yeah.
Propaganda. It's
yeah.
propaganda. it's pushing this narrative that women's sports is just as important as male sports.
Yeah. And
I didn't see Shohei's interpreter betting on women's college basketball.
I don't think about it like that, but I could totally see it. Of course they're pushing it, but I will say that there's probably a little bit of money that they're already seeing for the push. So like the first game of Iowa or whatever, it was at the stadium, Kinnick. There's like 55,000 people or something. Like that's money, man, right there.
Yeah, but they're also charging like $20 a ticket.
Yeah.
No, Iowa tickets, general admission tickets for a regular season game was $15 a ticket. Now, obviously, once Caitlin went off and, chasing the scoring record, get in was about $400 to $500 off of a $15 ticket.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Not too much money there.
Yeah. It's funny too, like with, the NIL deals and shit that, some of these players are getting, like Caitlin and stuff, they're making so much money, like that they're not going to make that, like their WNBA deal isn't going to matter because like all their sponsorships. And then Ice Cube came out and he offered $5 million to Caitlin to come play in the Big Three tournament instead of, WNBA. So I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to watch. I even saw this interview with, Haley Van Lith, and she was saying, how last year there was the whole, like, Caitlin Clark did the You Can't See Me thing, and that's when they were playing Angel Reese and, LSU. And, she said, like, after, like, the media made it look like Caitlin was doing that to, like, the bench or Haley Van Lith or some shit. And I guess, like, Caitlin wasn't even looking at them. She was doing it to, their strength and conditioning coach. I guess it was like some inside joke, but like the media ran with it and they're like, oh, she's being cocky and doing this like to the opposing players and shit. It's just, and Haley, I guess, called her right after the game and was like, bro, the media is ridiculous with this bullshit. They're just trying to blow everything out of proportion. They're lying about everything. So it's just, I don't know, it just proves it even more that it's like they're just trying to push these propaganda and all these fucking narratives that aren't even there, but they're just trying to make something exciting. Whatever. It's not really a rant. I just kind of wanted to talk about it because honestly, it's kind of annoying. I get it. I get why people are watching it. Like Drew, I don't blame you for watching it in Iowa. Like it makes sense, but
dude, I'm not gonna watch the next game now. Like I'm gonna follow this propaganda.
Here's the thing, though, and let's be perfect. Like with women's basketball, legit, there's 4, maybe 5 teams that are gonna win it all. Can we just skip to the Final Four? Let's just get to the Final Four with the women's college basketball.
There should be like the football playoffs for college. Like it should be that. Just throw them in there.
Like you're not going to get a 12 seed. You're not going to get a 14 seed doing anything miraculous. Like if you look at it, I don't think there's been many, if any, lower seeds advancing past, to get to the Sweet 16. So
no.
Let's not fool anyone in saying, there is disparity between the haves and the have-nots. So let's get to the Final Four. I'm sure it's played at some gymnasium in Texas or something like that. But, like, come on. Like,
yeah, I mean, you're right. You look at a lot of those first-round games, and they're like 40, 50-point games. It's like, so what? So you bring this 16 seed out or this 13 seed out, and then they just get fucking demolished their last game of the season. And it's like, all right, see ya. You're nothing like us.
Okay, see, you guys look at this all wrong once again. I'm looking at it as, look at this bet that I can easily win. Like, the spread is like 12. And it's like, are you kidding me? They're going to crush that.
Props to you, Drew. That is
Thanks, man. Yeah, I did it twice. It was against Iowa. So Nebraska, Michigan, it was like minus 12 or something for Iowa. Totally smashed it. And they won by like 40. The next game was Nebraska. And we already lost to them this year. It was like minus 12 or something. I'm like, they're going to almost win this game. And they almost did. So
that's funny. To almost prove this point, Anthony, every single year, well, I guess both of you, but Anthony kind of mentioned it. Every year I do like a favorites bracket for the women's tournament. They like send me a thing and there's like a button you can hit for like favorites, whatever, to like win. And I just do that every year. And I shit you not, I'm like 92+ percentile in the country every fucking year. If you just bet favorites, it's like, yep, you're going to do pretty damn well. Whereas the men's side,
any link that he gets in an email. Someone send him an email.
And this tournament that I like entered, they needed my social security number, all this stuff. That was very strange. But I'm 92nd percentile. Dominating. So I don't want to harp on it too long. I'm pretty excited about the men's tournament. I mean, it's been pretty fun. I mean, my bracket's pretty much completely destroyed outside of the fact that I have UConn in my brackets winning it all. But outside of that, like, there's been a lot of fun games. This year it has been weird though. All the 1 seeds are left. There's a lot of 2 seeds, a lot of 3 seeds. A lot of the top seeds kind of made it, but there's like Clemson, San Diego State, NC State, Gonzaga, some of those underdogs, 5 and above. But if you guys been watching, I guess, Anthony, have you been watching? We know what Drew's been doing.
I've been watching a bit. I'm excited. There was some good, obviously Oakland knocking off Auburn early. That was kind of a fun one. I think it's one of those tournaments where you have, it's fun and you see the quality of play. I'm excited. I too have UConn winning it all in my bracket. I think they go back to back. But you have teams like, Houston. You have, Arizona that could play the spoiler a little bit.
Arizona, UNC. Purdue's always up there.
No, fuck Purdue.
Dude, Duke's playing really well. I wouldn't be surprised if Duke beats Houston this next game. That wouldn't shock me.
Does Duke have Flipikowski or whatever?
Yeah, Filipkowski.
Yeah, he's pretty freaking good.
Yeah. But there's no recognizable names in this tournament, Drew, so you can't drop them by name.
Sorry.
You must have Googled
that. Fat dude.
UNC has Armando Bacot. You know that guy? No?
No, I don't look up dumb teams. No, they actually look really good, though. UNC does look good, Sean.
Did you guys ever watch, what's the show with the Pogues and the,
Florida Shore or something.
Yeah, whatever that is. You know what I'm talking about. That Netflix show.
Outer Banks.
Armando Bacot is in that. That was one of his first NIL deals that he did. And he was like, he's an actor in it. He's like a little Jamaican guy. It's kind of funny. Not little, he's huge, but, anyways, that was off topic. But games start again tomorrow night. Very excited. Sweet 16 and then Elite 8 this weekend. Should be fun. We
got Iowa State, Illinois tomorrow. That will be very exciting. Illinois looks dang good right now.
They're playing well. It sucks that they're in the East region because they're not getting past UConn. Do we have to?
What happened there? I thought they won.
They did not win. It was embarrassing. I mean, a lot of analysts got it right. They said, as soon as it came out, they said Wisconsin got a horrible draw. They're like, James Madison could easily whoop the shit out of the Badgers, and they definitely did.
And then they got spanked.
Yeah, exactly. Which shows you, I mean, I would have been scared if we would have pulled off that win against James Madison and then played Duke. That would have been absolutely horrible.
Right. Dude, the thing with Wisconsin though is they're like trying to like push this narrative to like get like, make Wisconsin just as good as everybody else.
Fuck you. You're so gay.
Speaking of Wisconsin basketball.
What do the Hawkeyes do, huh?
Lost in NIT.
Yeah, it's not fucking
Speaking of Wisconsin basketball, real quick, segue a little. How about that Laker comeback last night?
Fuck off, dude. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
dude,
okay.
Let's talk about it. It was a little bit of Lakers and refs versus the Bucks, though.
Get out of here.
Shut up. I'm never gonna sit here and like say the refs are doing something for a game. You have to, watching that game, you have to admit it was really, really, really bad. Like, there were so many horrible calls. I mean, even the last play on that Giannis one, that was a foul on Anthony Davis. Giannis, I mean, granted, he probably would have missed his free throws, but he should have been shooting to prevent the next overtime and could have won the game. Anthony Davis grabbed him and pushed him as he was going up for the lob. It's just shit like that. And like,
okay, but one possession doesn't give up the fact that you guys blew a 19-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, there's nothing more than I hate than to agree with Sean, but Sean, you're exactly right.
Yeah,
and first of all, I pissed at myself because they were like plus 400. the Lakers, I'm like, oh, they're not going to beat the Bucks. Like, no way. Anyway, dude, have you seen this article about, I have it, I saved it on my phone, the Lakers free throws compared to the rest of the league?
Yeah, isn't it ridiculous? I remember I heard something about
1,117 since the beginning of the season. Guess what the next team is, which is the Knicks. Guess what theirs is?
What?
Plus 358.
Holy fuck.
That is terrible, and you can't prove it any more than that. That's all I'm going to say.
Unreal. That is sickening.
The Wolves are like minus 115. We get no calls.
What did they do? They shot 32 free throws last night. 30 for 32 from free throws. I mean, that's hell of a percentage, but to have 32 opportunities when the Bucks had 17 is
terrible.
That is going to lead me into my next topic that I do want to talk about, but we can just touch on this game a little bit. But it was
touching on things. What's up with Diddy?
What's up with Dan Schneider?
Changing topics, I love it. P. Diddley, the Diddler.
Did he do it or did he not? Take that.
He's I don't know.
What's the deal with Drake? Like, I see, like, he's causing beef now with all his buddies. Come on, give me the scoop, Sean.
I don't know anything about Drake. Couldn't tell you. He's like the women's tournament in my mind. I just don't pay any attention to him.
Shit.
He's the Caitlin Clark of this rap shit.
He's the fucking Angel Reese of the rap game.
Do I love my mama? Do I love my daddy?
All right. Anyways, this Lakers fucking Bucks game. It was too much like one-on-one. You would have thought Giannis wasn't playing because he didn't touch the fucking ball for the end of regulation, the first overtime, and then we were down in the second overtime. They're finally like, oh, maybe we should run some pick and rolls with Dame and Giannis, and he scored immediately. I don't know why he wasn't doing more. It was like Malik Beasley and Dame pretty much one-on-one, like against people, and then Chris Middleton had the chance to win the game at the end, and he just like dribbled it out, settled for an 18-foot jumper, which he fucking, of course, missed. I don't know. It was just, and then after the game, Doc's like, yeah, we were settling for too much one-on-one basketball and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, are you not coaching that in game? You literally had the end of regulation and 2 overtimes to correct that in the game. So it's like, are you just doing post-game coaching now? Like, are you not doing anything in the fucking moment? Just worries me about this whole Doc Rivers thing, but whatever. Shit happens. People forget the night before the Celtics just blew a 20-plus point lead to the Hawks too. So, but that was good for them. That was good for them. That was a good loss for the Celtics. But the Bucks are shit on in the media.
Hey, who the fuck cares though? You're not going to catch the Celtics. So
I know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it literally doesn't matter. Like everyone was like, well, the Bucks are just a 2 or 3 seed anyways, so that doesn't matter. And they're like, oh, cool, the Lakers went from a 9 seed to a 9 seed last night. It's like nobody gives a fuck. So
they're working their ass off to get into this tournament. The refs are, but still.
Dude, I gotta look up more of the stats. That's insane. That's disgusting. But it's not surprising.
Not at all. It's terrible.
They need LeBron in the playoffs. So.
Tweet from Milan Mirki said, that guy from college, Sean? Milan. It said the Lakers are better without LeBron. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, look at Austin Reeves, man. White Jesus, just putting him up.
What am I looking at?
I don't know. He's the Caitlin Clark of the fucking Lakers.
Speaking of white Jesus in basketball, segue. I'm just gonna change subjects anytime I want to now.
Yeah, you're doing it. Let's go.
What is up with this white dude from Indiana State? White Jesus, whatever. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar / white chocolate /
Dan Schneider.
I mean, he's just a goofball with some fucking rec specs. I don't know. I don't know what we want to talk about with him. He's just a goofball.
He is representing for the Caucasian brethren.
He's doing something.
They say white men can't ball.
He's the opposite of Angel Reese.
God damn it.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Hey, what my unpopular opinion, not to pull an Anthony, but Angel Reese was like talking. Okay, so here's my unpopular opinion, okay, for the day. She's talking about how she can talk and jaw just as much. You know, she grew up on the streets. This is her quote, not mine.
Yeah.
On the streets. That treat us like boys or whatever. All I have to say is no one is treating you differently. I'm not. Say whatever you want to say. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll say the same thing about Karl Anthony Towns bitching about every single play. Yeah. It's the same thing, dude. And Caitlin Clark, the second thing is that everyone's talking about her dad telling her to basically shut up when she was whining or whatever. Yeah. You don't think any other parents ever said that before in the history of college sports? Not my dad.
It's just that it was it's just that it was shared. Like that's where all these fucking narratives come from. It's just like it's what people are piecing together, what they're sharing. It just, I mean, it's funny. Like the in that one LSU game was the first round game, or maybe it was their conference tournament, whatever. Angel Reese like pulled that chick's hair. I don't know if you saw that. So she pulled the chick's hair down to the ground. ESPN and everything did not share that, but they shared the fight that later happened in that game, like the shoving match or whatever, when the brother came out of the stands.
Right.
Okay, did she pull her hair maliciously, or was it just a weave check?
No. One and the same, I think.
I think that's kind of unbelievable if she does that and gets away with it.
She had the wrong signals. She thought it was like a safe word type of situation.
Unbelievable. Oh, fuck. That's a good one, Anthony. I like that.
Oh, I missed it.
It was unbelievable. But it just shows you that they're only sharing what they want to fucking share. So they're sharing that because there was the big chest bump from the other chick from the other team, and this little scuffle happens.
Wait, back up. Let's talk about this big chest bump.
Yeah, you say chest bumps?
Chest bumps. The front bumpers.
Jesus, we're 12.
Sounds like a Theo Von podcast or some shit. Those front yams on her.
Well, anyway, I was touched when I was 12.
Tell us more, dude. That's why you're watching
people being touched when they were young. Ryan Garcia.
Oh, good Lord.
Fighting April 20th exclusively on the DAZN pay-per-view. That's all I have to say about that.
Who needs a free BBL?
Where's he fighting at, Anthony?
He's fighting at the Barclays in Brooklyn. Y'all want to go?
Yes, I do. What's the date?
April 20th. 4/20.
We can't go. That's right.
Where are we going next? Anthony, you've been the subject guy.
Look at here's something now. It's Wednesday, March 27th. Opening day, MLB tomorrow. How are we feeling? Everyone's 0-0, except if you're the Dodgers and the Padres and you're both 1-1. Fucking losers.
I was excited until the Brewers game already got canceled and they pushed it to Friday because of rain. So that's a bummer. I was pretty excited, but
are they playing at home?
No, they're New York, the Mets. They canceled 2 games. It was that one and then like the Phillies or somebody else out there. They canceled both their games already. I'm like, that's ridiculous, but whatever. I'm excited though. Full day of baseball. Should be fun. I'm even more excited though. Next Tuesday, I get to go to the Brewers home opener and they're playing the Minnesota fucking Twins.
Whoop, whoop. How do you feel about a home opener, season opener, and it's interleague?
I feel like this is like the first time in a while that it has been. It's usually like the Cubs or a division like rival or somebody in the division. Maybe I'm wrong. Could get checked on that, but I don't hate it. I mean, whatever. It's Minnesota. If it was like a random fucking team, maybe I'd be like, But Twins Brewers kind of fun.
It'll be sold out, man.
Yeah, and they're debuting. They have this brand new huge scoreboard, and they did like some new renovations, part of their huge plan to keep their Brewers in Milwaukee. So I'm excited to see this new fucking scoreboard. It'll be cool.
I wish you guys could use it. Team there.
What, Anthony?
That's the kicker. A new scoreboard. That's the team.
Well, we had to agree to like a fucking $10 billion or $10 million worth of renovations or some shit, or otherwise they were gonna send the team off, and they agreed to some huge fucking deal. I think it's like actually like 40 something million or 50 million. They're gonna be putting into it over the next couple of years. So first thing they did was the huge brand new scoreboard, and then I don't know. I think they should focus on fixing the rain leaks in the stadium, but we'll go with the scoreboard first.
Ian Braun has herpes. Poor guy, just getting called out.
Yeah, I'm excited though. Anthony, you excited for the Mariners? Gonna have a good season this year?
I am. I think it was MLB or ESPN post that the top pitching rotations in MLB, Mariners number 1. So I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, we've tasted the playoffs. The drought is over. Julio, you know, in his fourth season. I mean, the time's now.
Mr. Cali, let's hear that pitching rotation. Who do you got?
I mean, so you have at the start of the rotation, La Piedra de Mana or something like that. I don't know how you say it in Spanish, but it like hands of stone, Luis Castillo. You have the young gun, George Kirby. Logan Gilbert. Bryce Miller. And probably Brian Wu. So, I mean, the one thing that we don't have is left-handed starting pitchers. But, you know, I'm okay with this rotation. I think, you know, when you look at George Kirby and Logan Gilbert, I mean, these guys are, you know, they're pups. They're 25, 26. You know, Castillo's probably the vet of the team now. But, I mean, just throws gas. Just nasty stuff.
You guys have Zach Gallen?
Zach Galifianakis, maybe.
Or what about Robbie Ray? Was Robbie Ray with you guys too?
Robbie Ray was.
Yeah, he's been bouncing around a ton.
Yeah. No, he's no longer a Mariner.
That Gallen is a Diamondback. Okay. Probably always been there.
So, I'm excited. I'm excited for the team. Excited for the season.
Yeah, I looked at this ESPN article on who they're voting for, guessing who's going to be winning divisions and playoffs and everything. So they have the Twins got a shit ton of votes for the AL Central.
Wow, so that's bold.
They got 16 votes, and the next would be the Tigers at 5. So
wow.
Everyone's thinking the Twins. Mariners got 4 votes, with the Astros getting 14, the Rangers getting 8. But they do have the Mariners in the wild card. And they have AL champion Baltimore Orioles. Interesting.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot.
Brewers did not get a lot of votes in the NL Central. They got 2. The Cubs are picked to apparently win the division.
F the Cubs.
And, all right, Anthony, you go take care of your work call, brother.
I will. Next podcast will be somewhere in Europe broadcasting live. So can I get canceled if I'm out of country? Or do I get like some kind of like, jurisdiction or whatever?
Yeah, you're good. Overseas rules.
There you go. All right, guys.
All right.
Fun.
Yeah, Tony.
Talk to you later, brother.
All right, see y'all.
Bye-bye.
The Baltimore thing though, Sean, they just got an awesome pitcher. I can't remember who, but then they got that Jackson Holiday, and he's projected to win that Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he's a good young kid. Yeah, they got they have Adley Rutschman, whatever. Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holiday. Who'd they get? Who was this? Make the Rangers.
It was someone that I wanted, so I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who it was. They have the Atlanta Braves as the NL champion, and then I think they have the Braves as the World Series champion. It's weird. The Twins got a shit ton of votes for their division, but then like for like the AL champion, they didn't get any votes, and then the World Series champion, obviously, they didn't get any votes. But interesting. I'm excited, dude. Baseball is back. You got baseball, yeah. Even I'm looking at this MLB article too. They have Twins winning the division, so you guys should have a good season. You guys will probably kick the shit out of us on Tuesday when I go watch you guys.
I think we're finally gonna be smart. So like Buxton, you know, his name's Byron Buxton. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Byron, Sean. But
Byron Buxton.
Byron. I said Byron, but like they always were like scared that he get hurt because he gets hurt all the time in center field. So they DH'd him all last year and all this stuff. Anyway, they're gonna like play him. It's like if you're gonna pay this guy, play him out there.
Yeah.
Like if he gets hurt, which is dumb, and I hate it because the pitchers' ERAs are so low when he's out there because he's getting these, line drives and stuff. But anyway, I'm excited for that. Brewers, I'm a Brewers fan, man. So it goes Twins, Brewers, Orioles, man. I think we should be secret Orioles fans this year. And
I got a jersey. I can rep the Orioles anytime I want.
You probably won the World Series like 5 times with your My Player.
Dude, I had to restart, dude. So I recently restarted it, and I'm a Diamondback right now. Just because they have the worst team in the game, so they said it's like the quickest road to the show. So I was like, fuck it.
Dude, I bought a 2K for my Switch, and I'm doing the My Career thing. And you know how you can do like a photo customization now, so it's like me. Dude, I haven't played yet.
Dude, I mean, I'm still playing like 21, like the show, like 21 or whatever. Like the new one just came out. I'm like, nah. I'm like, it's gonna take a lot. The only thing, because I'm like, I never play I rarely play video games anymore. So the only way I would do it is when the new college football game comes out. Then I might, that might be the one that gets me out to like.
Shit, Sean, I don't think you understood. Like, I simulated through 10 seasons and they didn't put me.
Oh, you.
I'm just kidding.
For 2K or what? You just,
yeah, I just had to keep simulating, and then I retired after it saw who I was.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm right there with you though. I mean, I don't hate the Twins, so I'm like whatever. I feel whatever towards the Twins. I don't mind seeing them do something.
That's like that. Them and the Wolves. I feel like you're just whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not gonna hate on them. I don't mind them seeing or mind them winning or doing well. So, and then the Orioles. I'm down for the Orioles. I got some pretty cool rookie Orioles cards, like some autographs and shit. So I'm on board. I hope they do really well. Otherwise, yeah, the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell, he just got hurt. He broke his hand, so he's going to be out to the start of the season, of course.
Oh my God, Sean. Hold on a second. No. You know who that pitcher is? Shame on you. Who did the Orioles get, Sean?
Oh, did you guys get, what's his face? Corbin?
Yes. Orioles got
Corbin, yeah.
Gonna say, who the heck did they get? Oh yeah, the ace from the Brewers.
I forgot about that shit. Damn. Well.
But yeah, what did you say? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying Garrett Mitchell, one of our young kids, he got hurt last year, but he broke his hand, like right before the last game. So he's going to be out to start the season, which fucking sucks for us. But we got Reese Hoskins at first. I'm excited about that. I know he was pretty good. I don't know if he's still good, but he was smacking some dingers during spring training. So we'll see.
You remember, he was a Mariner for a long time. Nelson Cruz that we had.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
We got somebody now too. I'm trying to think of who it was. Sorry, listeners, that we got to look this stuff up because we are stupid. But
it's too many baseball players. It's hard to remember.
You'll know his name, but it's kind of dope again because we need that. Carlos Santana wasn't he a Brewer for a long time?
Yeah.
So we got our boy back.
It's exciting.
Looks like I got my swagger back.
I'm just hoping that it's not absolutely terrible weather on Tuesday when I go, because I could see it in Wisconsin being like all of a sudden it's like snow or some shit. Opening day I feel like always ends up like being just shitty weather, but whatever. It'll be fun. Anything else? The Vegas Golden Knights right now they blew a fucking big lead to the Predators last night. I was pretty annoyed, but they'll still be in the playoffs. They'll be perfectly fine, but it's a little annoying. Anything else, bro? Wide world of sports. Who's your pick for March Madness? Are you on board with UConn or who you thinking?
I didn't want to be too opinionated this year. Like I had no idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my bracket just happened to turn out to be UConn.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay, middle of the pack. And then same with Brats and Beers. I think it ended up being UConn too.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to go away from them, especially the draw that they got. I'm like, it was hard not to pick them in a lot of those scenarios.
The road was just very easy. So I guess we'll see. I apologize. It was my birthday on Saturday, so I don't really remember the games. So I don't have any say. I have to wait for this weekend.
Yeah, you'll have to watch. But I mean, UConn's been dominating. It helped on the road too that Auburn lost too. So I mean, they lost first round, which fucked me out of my survivor pool. I picked them to win their first game, and they of course lost.
Right.
And then Kentucky losing to Oakland, that sucked too because I had them going to my Final Four in a lot of my brackets. So, oh well.
I like Creighton. Creighton looks good. But this is an awesome way to finish up. So, what's your women's bracket?
Should I pull it up? Let's see.
My point is I don't have one, but I'm going to tell you this right now. If you want to put money down, Iowa will not win. If any team was smart, you just play big and play low. And West Virginia almost won, you know. That the refs were kind of helping out a little bit there, letting them play, but
my Final Four is now again, I did not go through this and pick it. I literally clicked a button and it filled this out for me.
Oh, you did one of those email links?
Yeah. I have Final Four is Notre Dame beating Utah and then Iowa beating USC. And then I have Iowa as my champion, beating obviously it would be Notre Dame. So that is what I picked. And I didn't bother looking up what the general is, but for the total points in the game, I just did 150 and just said fuck.
That seems really high.
I had 0. Well, I figured Caitlin's got to put up at least 70. So
no, she's terrible. She's terrible.
Who else?
Her dad told her to shut up.
Oh, one of my Final Fours is gone. How dumb of me, dude. I had Utah. Fuck. What a fucking shit. Oh my god, I'm so stupid and bad at this.
Boom, boom, and they'll be cooking.
I think Utah's the only one I didn't get right in my Sweet 16. Is this for real?
Wow, dude.
You
should be like on social media.
Dude, it is. What the fuck? Whatever. So yeah, my point exactly. You don't need to know anything or even fill out your bracket. Just click the fucking button and you're good to go.
Oh, dude, you are a genius, man. You're a genius. Here, check these out.
It's hilarious.
Caitlin Clark's condition.
Caitlin Clark specials, bro.
Do you see this shirt?
Yeah,
My friend gave me this shirt.
On my drive home from my work event in a couple weeks, I'm stopping in Iowa City and spending the night. So I'm gonna. Hopefully, there's a big celebration parade that.
Dude.
The city's gonna be burning.
Brewing and we cooking,
Brewing and we cooking. All right, we good?
We good, man.
All right, everybody, thank you for listening. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Search the game like your name's Steve Virgo. This game time.